Okay, guys, welcome to episode 3 of Tech Tuesday. Today is Shrinker and Stretcher Day. We got a pretty cool class set up here for you guys today. We're going to show some really cool tips and tricks, and I'm going to let my dad take this class away here, and we'll get started.
Okay, yeah, this is a shrinker and stretcher. These are a couple of pieces, examples that can be made with a shrinker and stretcher. This piece it goes in between the radiator support over the top of the headlights on my hot rod truck. I wanted to make something, there's just a lot of open area out there in front, don't look too good, so it's something that I made to fill up the gap. Started out with a flat piece of metal, had some templates made to get my contour. This is a wire buck that I made that actually set down over the top where that area was at that I'm talking about. I was able to bend it out. This is just brake line tubing. And I took this piece and laid cardboard over the top of it, real thin stuff it's easy to form over it. Took a marker, marked my edges, cut it out. That's the shape of the top. And as you can see, I was able to take the shrinker and stretcher and basically form to it. This other piece is a headlight eyebrow off a 57 F100 truck. They're kind of hard to come by. They rusted out real bad and they get beat up and banged up. And so I tried to make one. And this is basically a scrap piece that I had laying around that I brought for demonstration to show it was done the same method as what this piece was. Started out as a flat piece of metal, made a pattern. And then I took the shrinker and stretcher, made some gauges. If you look at the front of this piece, I've got some marks laid out that lines up with those areas. With those areas, I've got some gauges that I made, just cut out of some 1/2 inch pieces, use a shrinker and stretcher to bend them. This is number 1. You can see that it's a gauge that fits in that area. Let you know when you get it fitted the way it needs to be. Okay, this is a cardboard pattern that I was talking about. I made it where I can use it for the passenger side or the driver's side. This is what the basic shape of the sheet metal had to be. And then you add the 1/2 inch or however much you want for the part that gets bent over with the English wheel. And then that's also the area that the jaws of the shrinker and stretcher grabs a hold of to be able to bend this piece over the way that it needs to be after you have bent the edges over on the English wheel.
Go ahead.
Okay, these are shrinker and stretcher, basic ones like you can get from Harbor Freight. This is the first time I've actually tried these. I have my own set. They made in the good old USA, but as you can see, they're very similar. I would say they've probably knockoffs. Probably originally started with these, and there's what we got now. But from what I've seen of these pieces here, they seem to work pretty good. I prefer to have them on a stand with the foot pedals like what I've got going on with this one. You've got a lot more control, and you can hold on to the piece that you're working with both hands. But you can also, for quick pieces like what these are going to be, demonstration what I'm going to try to do here, working in a vise probably work just as well. As you can see, it's starting to bend it. See how it's curving out. And then depending on how big a radius that you're trying to bend. You got to keep it moving. Move a little bit at a time. Can't do it all in one pass. As you can see, we're starting to get some curve to it, just like what I have with some of these pieces. Really quick, neat tool to be able to do what you want. Sometimes you'll go too far on bending something, you have to use the other one. Or you have to go in a different direction. As you can see, it's straightening it back out. This is a piece of 90, same gauge material. As you can see, it's bending it on around. As you can see, it's leaving these ripples in there. Those are shrink marks. That's where it's drawing the metal together. I also have another tool. This is a handmade thing that I've made. Something I got an idea off the internet. It's called a shrink tuck tool. You'll do the same. Sometimes you'll get in an area where you run out of, you'll start touching on the sides here, and you need to make a deeper curve. This tool will do that. It'll, as you can see, it's bending that metal around just like what I was doing there with the shrinker. Hopefully you can see that on video. And then the areas where it's rippled up like that, you can flatten them back out with a hammer, and that'll somewhat, you'll just have to keep working with it till you get it moved around as far as what you want. It's a trial and error thing. Yeah, you're gonna have some scrap. That's just how this kind of thing works. There's none of it's perfect science, but it's fun to do.
Okay guys, I just wanted to hit this again here. I know there's a couple people had asked on Reddit on different ways to shrink and stretch there without having to buy these tools, or just another alternative if you're in a really tight corner, and that's what Dad just demonstrated there. And I mean, this is made out of very simple pieces here that he just made in-house, and you know, I know a lot of you guys are into making your own tools, and he just used some center punches, welded them together, and put a little space down the end, and now he's got a cool T-handled tool here. So it worked out really cool, and I just wanted to go over that for you guys there, and turned out pretty cool. Okay guys, what Dad's currently doing, he's just going to do a demonstration of how he gets this, and he's just going to match that piece there to this radius right here, just for a cool little demonstration here, and we'll just kind of zoom in and rock out here for a minute. So cool.
But there you go.
Well guys, that is super cool right there. Dad just showed a really quick, I mean, that's how fast that really just bend that on around there. And that was the radius that went on this piece right over here. It was that corner right there. And I think that's so cool. And if you guys would, be sure to comment down below and let us know if you guys have any other things you'd like us to do on the next Tech Tuesday. We cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in, and me and Dad are always having a good time out here, you know, making the sparks fly or bending some sheet metal, and we're always having a good time. And until next time, you guys have a good one. You guys be sure to leave us a like, and be sure to comment down below. We cannot thank you all enough for all the support. and be sure to subscribe and get every video notification. We thank you guys so much. Till next time, you guys have a good one.